Deja vu much? We're back in familiar territory, this time with a bit of wiggle room in Hushed River Valley. You know, just for exploration and relaxation and shenanigans. Words that don't normally get associated with HRV, but here we are. Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. I am going to pick up my bedroll. Now, I could definitely get, you know, some meat off this wolf carcass, but I just don't think it's necessary at this point. I do have 2 hours and 54 minutes on this fire, so let's see if there's anything I could maybe talk myself into doing with that. I think probably the most valuable thing that I could do would be to make some more coffee and maybe put some in a thermos. So let's do that. Also, I think I still have some in the thermos. Oh, that is a dead flare that I don't need. No, nothing in the thermos. Good to know. So let's go ahead and transfer. I wonder if... No, there's not an option. That would be really nice. It might be something, hopefully, that would be added in the future. Is, you know, just the ability to say, hey, like, let me select this tea, let me select this coffee, let me select this drink that I want to put in the thermos. Sorry, the insulated flask. And just be able to immediately do that. That would be nice, I think. Let's just have a few extra coffees is probably not the worst thing here. Okay. Looks like I do need to drink a little bit of water. Although I think what I'll do here... Yeah, let's go ahead and drink one of the coffees. That'll give me a little bit of energy. And then that's going to take 10 minutes until it's ready. Let's grab that. Pop that in the flask. Very nice. Now, I have a lot of flares at the moment. Probably more flares than I need. There may be a few things. I know I can read something before I leave, so I might do that before I get out of this cave. Alright, 1 hour, 34 minutes. Tell you what, let's do a couple of things. We need to eat. Let's check by condition. Let's get this meter a little bit more full, because I think I have a 5-hour book on me that I can read before I leave this cave, and then we have some, as I said, exploring to do. Oh, first things first, though. I do need more water. I wish I had another canned good. I do not at the moment. Let's just drink that. And that will mostly take care of our thirst. It looks like I need a little bit more. Sounds like the weather is getting a little bit more obnoxious outside. Okay, that'll leave me with a full thirst meter and a little bit of water left to drink. Okay. Fire starting. Yeah, let's go ahead and read all 5 hours of that. Okay. Definitely seems like the weather has turned a little bit sour on me, but that's fine. That is completely and utterly fine. We're going to drop that. Now, I could potentially read the advanced guns, but remember, this is 25 hours of research required. Also, I have a ton of fire strikers. It's a little bit ridiculous. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Okay. Let's see how the thermos is doing, by the way, because this is something I'm still kind of feeling out. I don't know why it's so hard for me to see. Okay, it's cold. Interesting. So it really does seem to be about the 5-hour mark, which is what the consensus has been when I've kind of put that question out there, like, what do we think? What's our experience? What's everyone feeling like this thing will last them? And it seems like it's about the 5-hour mark, maybe a little bit longer. I've seen a couple of different answers, so it's still, like, as with the rest of us, I suppose, it's a mechanic that I'm still sciencing out. Let's go ahead and drink a little bit more water. Not a lot, but a little. And I guess what I'll do is just try and sleep until this storm has passed. I need to recover a little bit more condition anyway. Glorious. Okay. Perfect. Almost full condition. Remember, this is where we had a bunch of moose meat stored.
I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, you probably could. Oh, wow. More burdock root up here on top of the slope, next to the two that I already dug up. That's probably the most burdock root that I've seen in one space. And remember, we're still operating on a vegetation loot table that is lower than Interloper, which is nuts. So the highest vanilla difficulty in the game would have potentially more burdock root and more cattails than we've seen so far in this series. I'm honestly surprised that Interloper doesn't run with a reduced vegetation setting. It runs on the same vegetation settings as the rest of the difficulties, like no exceptions. Okay, so exploration-wise, I could go a couple of different directions. I feel like my exit is that way. And I wanted to explore more that way. I mentioned it last episode, but I also kind of just... I don't know what happens if I follow this river. And I'm curious about that. I might veer this way in a second. But for now, let's just walk this way and see what there is to find. I don't hear any howling, which is reassuring. Making sure I grabbed you-know-what. Especially now that it's upgraded and fancy. Okay, lots of cattails. Absurd amounts of cattails. Did I drop that? No, I didn't. I don't necessarily need all of the tinder that I'm going to get from this, so since I'm walking around encumbered right now, tell you what, I can drop this right now. Let's also drop about that many sticks. Do I need the cedar firewood? I mean, I'll keep it on me for now. Okay, so this loops back around. Okay, good to know. That's the way I would have gone. So maybe the two directions are not that dissimilar. I just remember using that path to the left, to get out of here previously. And it's not like my memory of it is perfect. Okay, let's see. Any others? I do hear carrion crows somewhere. Just carrion crows, not bear crows. Wow, there are lots of cattails on this river. I am dropping... I'm left-click, right-clicking right now, which is not something I normally do before I have level 5 fire starting, but here we are. Because I officially just have too many things. But if the game is going to give me this many cattails... Alright, so we're just kind of hitting a wall here. By the way, one of the reasons I want to follow this river is that it does lead in the general direction of the other side of the zone, so I just want to see what this part of the zone looks like, because I do know where I am, thankfully. Wasn't the case as much in the last episode or two, definitely in the last moments before I reached the lake there. Oh wait, have I been here? It's possible that I've been here. Speaking of that, I had some discussion in the comments, a few people asking, you know, what about the fact that, you know, when you discover a new location, like a new cave or new whatever, the game says new location discovered. And fair enough, sometimes I might miss that stuff because streamer brain, but aside from that, bear in mind that some of the caves, like more than one of the caves in Hush River Valley, do not have just one entrance and one exit. So, you know, you explore a cave, you're like, okay, have I been in this cave? Let me, you know, go in the entrance and then I'll go out the exit. And then you've explored the cave because you've gone from end to end. Well, in HRV, there are at least 2 caves, maybe even more than that, with branching paths. Okay, this is where I ran into the wolf. This is where I ran into the wolf. Okay. So let's keep going this way. So now I'm backtracking a bit. I definitely know I've been here. But yeah, so you could enter a cave that you've been in before, but you could enter it from a direction that you haven't. You can enter it from a mouth of the cave that you actually haven't accessed before. And the game will be like, hey, it won't tell you new location discovered. It'll make it seem like, okay, you've been here before, but not necessarily. So that's why maybe there was a little bit of confusion, not only with me, but with people watching, like, why not just rely on that indicator? And that's why, more or less. Any more cattails? Now that I'm on a roll? Just saying. It'd be nice. No more cattails? Okay. Okay. Looks like this is taking us off the river a little bit. Wow, that is quite a waterfall. But I also don't know where that is. I kind of, like, now that I'm back here, I'm back to not knowing exactly where I am, ironically. Although I know that I've climbed this. Okay, I remember kind of how I got here. I want to see... It's almost like another entire Monolith Lake area. Monolith Lake was the lake that I just left. It kind of feels that way, but just at a lower point in the zone. Wow, it's still way down there. It seems like there's... Yeah, there's a waterfall here, too. How the heck is that even accessible? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Okay. Now my curiosity is piqued. HRV has more elevation than I've given it credit for. I have to say. Like, it genuinely does. Okay, so I remember coming over here. Let me explore. I love that the weather is this perfect, by the way. Nice evening fog. Wait, this is familiar. Oh, okay, the evening fog is definitely getting worse. Here's one of the cave entrances. Ooh, yeah, it's getting real bad. Visibility gone. I shouldn't have said anything. Why did I say words out loud where the game could hear me? I should have known not to do that. Because this game does have ears, in case you hadn't heard. It listens to your every thought. Really does seem that way sometimes. At least. Alright, let's go ahead and... I mean, I can't see anywhere anymore, so I don't want to get myself in a difficult position here. Yeah, that feels like a disaster waiting to happen if I step out on that ledge. Okay, so at this point, I'm kind of approaching the cave where I hung out previously. So, since visibility is so low, I'm not going to wander around like an idiot right now. That would really defeat the purpose of what I'm doing here. So let's go back to that cave I was just standing next to. Because I know I can hang out in there. Relax a little bit. But I want to stay up here. Because one thing that's definitely happened in my exploration so far, hello, there we go, is that I've kind of used the caves a lot to get different areas in the zone, and to get to different areas, and here's the thing. I don't necessarily know where that's taking me. I just can't tell. I've harvested a lot of rose hips this episode. I probably could save myself a little bit of encumbrance by preparing them. Or a lot of encumbrance. All right, let's step in here. Okay, have definitely been here, because remember we marked it. Okay. Main thing I need to do is read, to be honest. I might have some repairs that I can get away with. Let me drink some water. I actually don't have a lot of water, so I'll need to light another fire shortly, but before I do that... I hope I picked up my can, by the way. Did I? Yes, I did. Alright, well, might as well light said fire, because I'm carrying extra wood that I really, in all honesty, do not need. I'm not going to use the accelerant. We'll use a stick. 85% start chance. Fire starting skill is starting to get back up there. Okay, so that was more coal than I probably needed to put on that fire, but it's okay. Let me not put the bedroll down in a spot where it's going to be irretrievable. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, we're well past the marking there, so I'll be good. Okay, now that this thing's burning, a couple of things. I can read an hour at a time while making water. So let's do that. Alright, let's drink that and just rinse, repeat, as long as this fire is going. Knocking out some research on this massive book. Alright, we're gonna keep going there. Let's at least get 5 hours in. Maybe more. There's an argument that I can keep going with it. But at least I want to get a fifth of this thing red. It's been a while since I've read one of those advanced guns at all, let alone in a series. So there's a part of me that just wants to do it for the sake of doing it. Put in the time and get those skill points. Okay, now I could make more coffee right now. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to let this be the last hour that I research because I'm ready to get some sleep, and then I should wake up Yep. Well, no. Let's actually do... Let me see if I can get up to 10. Let's get up to 10. Let's knock out the first 2/5. Okay, now I do need to drink some, which is totally fair. This is going to be cutting it close. Oh, fire went out. I wasn't paying attention to that. All right. Non-potable water. I'll take that, but I won't drink it. I'll tell you what I can do with that, though. Where are my... Do I not have any purification tablets? Okay, I guess I dropped them. Oh, well. Where's that recycled can? Let's grab that. Improvise down bedroll. Need to keep an eye on calories. Let's eat a granola bar. Enjoy the vitamin C. And now I need to sleep for, like, 7.5 hours. Good news is my condition is completely recovered. Oh, lovely. Bad news is there's a blizzard outside. I love that timing. That's fantastic. Well, you know what we can do now?
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Yes, you definitively have. There is not a question in my mind that you have in fact been this hungry in your life, Jennifer. Please don't be so dramatic. We all see right through you. I'm kind of happy to be getting rid of some of this excess, by the way. Because I do have a lot of food on me. Okay. Well, yeah, at this point, it just makes sense to... Let's read for an hour at a time until this storm passes. Wait. This should be kind of perfect. Oh, wow, it's still going. That's rude. So now we're almost halfway done with this book. Unexpectedly. Let's take a look at water real quick. Yep, need to drink some. I still have some coffee, it's just not warm. Now we're definitely a little bit over halfway, and there goes the blizzard. Pick up that bedroll and head back outside. Hopefully the weather will be decent. It's probably still going to be... Yeah. Still windy, but I can see stuff. Alright, now there are cattails down there, so I haven't been down there. But I am wanting to get to the base of these falls. I think what it comes down to for me is that I've explored, like... I've learned a lot about different sections of HRV. And I've explored, you know, Monolith Lake. I kind of know my way around certain areas of the zone. I know my way to certain signal fire spawn points. And that's all well and good. But I don't really have a sense of the verticality of the zone. Alright, so I see 2 wolves over there. This is the same spot that I tried to avoid stepping onto earlier. I just want to point out that I unironically stepped right out onto it. Hang on, let's go over here. So this is frustrating. I'm not able to follow the river straight down unless I were to try to do some goading, which I could do, but I'm not very familiar with where the death walls are. If you don't know what I mean when I say death wall. There are certain cliffs in the Long Dark that are actually not Skyrimable. You can't just hop down them very carefully. They are designed to kill you if you pass or hit a certain point. And there might be a slightly different name for them, but I think of them as death walls. Get the revolver out, just in case I walk right up on another wolf. It's always possible. I don't like what's happening right now. Like, I'm getting blocked off from where I want to go. Alright. So that was a mixture of carrion crows circling something. And traversing crows, just flying crows. Ah. So they're circling that dead deer. Alright, I do see some... Maybe see some cattails down there? Hang on. No? Don't see any there. Alright, let me stay back here. Alright, that's the climbing rope I was looking for a moment ago. I do have the ability to head down that rope, and I'm going to take that ability. I'm going to take that opportunity and not feel badly about it. Damn. Like, I've kind of lost my... I think I need to go back that way. Yeah, I do. Okay. Down we go. I hear ptarmigan. Okay, cool. So this is the rope that I climbed earlier, so I'm kind of back to where I was when I was exploring before, which... Okay, wait. That might give me a sense of where I am a little bit. That doesn't... Let me grab these just in case I need them. I might end up putting them right back down. I think that does give me a little bit more of a sense of where I am, but that doesn't mean that what I said a moment ago about exploring the verticality of the zone has changed. That is my priority. Also, I see cattails. And I'm pretty sure I came this way before, so I just managed to completely dodge discovery of these cattails. Yeah, I think I... Yeah, I've clearly been here. What's this, though? Oh, yeah, this is the baseball cap. Okay. Cool. I'll actually keep it this time. What was in the backpack that I didn't take with me? Oh, yeah. I just left some stuff that I didn't need. Anything else I can just get rid of? I mean, probably. I do need to finish boiling that water. I don't want to forget about that, but it's not super high on my priority list right now. Let's get rid of the older sewing kit there. And I'll get rid of that torch too. We'll keep, much to my chagrin, I will keep the spray paint. It does have its uses here in HRV. It does. Okay, so the frustrating thing is, I am pretty damn confident that this is not actually going to take me all the way to the bottom of those falls. So just to keep everyone synchronized with what I'm thinking, that river that I was following when I walked away from Monolith Lake at the beginning of the episode, I'm still following that in my mind. We've had to detour around, and I think, okay, I know where I am. When I get down to the end of this, if I go right, I'll head back to the cave, and I'll head back to the path that I followed to sort of begin this exploration run, after I found the satchel. Also music. Also music. If you're new to the channel, we've been doing that for years, and that is one of my favorite tracks in the soundtrack. It is just sublime. Okay, so I'm kind of annoyed. So you might have seen me thinking about goading down that cliff there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. What we're going to do, I know now what's going on here. This is the area where the fire was in the Darkwalker challenge. But I want to refamiliarize myself with the actual ways down there, you know? And it's the one area of the zone I feel like I haven't really been yet since I got here. So let's go ahead and break this down. So what we're going to do is we're going to head up to that rope that you just saw. Also, let me cut through this real quick because I'm super curious where this goes. Alright, interesting. There's a spot here. Oh, wow. That is a storage cache. Accelerant. Lots of accelerant. And ragged jeans. We finally have extra leg wear. That is something I've been lacking for the entire series. But yeah, I also am probably carrying too much at the moment. What I'll do is we're going to go to that rope. It's a rope that we've already been to. But I know where it leads. It goes down to the lowermost region of the zone. And so that... it's jogging my memory a little bit. I'm remembering a little bit more about what I know about HRV and what I don't know. Which is a funny sentence. Because it sort of speaks directly to the idea of the intersection of knowledge and memory. It's like, what if you know? Like, what do you know if you don't remember? Something can jog your memory, and then you can be quite certain of knowledge that is inaccessible prior to your memory being jogged. Which is wild, but real. Let's step over this way. I'm pretty well rested, and I know that there are caves down there that I can use to relax. I remember the last time I was here, it was pretty cold when we arrived here. Also, can we just appreciate the fact that the wind is blowing in my face? Because this game does, in fact, have ears, and it knows. It knows that I'm trying to make progress and go places. Okay, good. We're blocked from the wind. Thank you, giant rock. I appreciate you. So in the Darkwalker challenge, during the Against All Challenges meta-series earlier this year, I did goat down the cliff next to those falls. Okay, I actually have way too much stuff right now. So let's go ahead and drop that firewood. Wow, what the heck am I carrying? Is it the sticks? I mean, you know, it's probably also the water, to be fair. Let's see if I can... and the rose hips, to be extra fair. It's probably the rose hips, if I'm being honest. Okay. Tell you what, let's drop the unsafe water, because at this point, it's just sort of literally creating problems, and there we go. If I eat just a few more cattails, I can sneak my way down this cliff. Then we're coming up on the end of today's episode, but I would like to get down there before we do... oh, that's already full. Just making sure. That track that just played as well is another one of my favorites. I'm kind of tempted just to go straight down here. Yeah, I'm going to go straight down. I'm going to go straight down. There's no need to pause. On the way up, maybe. On the way down, no. I do feel like I just heard something that didn't come from my hand on the rope, though, so I'm wondering what the wildlife situation is like down here. I know that there's at least some. I just don't remember where it is. And also, it's worth noting, I haven't actually been down here on Stalker level, and this is more than Stalker a little bit. Oh, there's a cave back there. That's perfect. This is more than Stalker, but the wolf population is set to Stalker levels, which, if you didn't know this, the wolf population in Interloper is actually reduced compared to Stalker. One of the hallmarks of Stalker difficulty in the Long Dark is the wolf population. Just the sheer number of wolves. That might have surprised some of you, I imagine. Alright, so there's another climbing rope there, interestingly enough. This is the area I really want to explore, because I just feel like I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what's even happening. Okay, I think that's the waterfall that I was going to try and Skyrim down. I think that's, yeah, this is the fall that I wanted to follow. So we're back in business. Oh wait, the cave's back here, isn't it? Okay. Let's step in here. Oh look, goodies. What do we have? Wool socks. Sprain risk, thank you for that. Chocolate bar. Archery, okay.
It's getting dark out here.
And another bedroll.
Shelter.
As well as some more coal. But tell you what, let's go ahead and grab that. I don't need to do anything to stay warm back here. This is going to be plenty warm automatically, but let's go ahead and repair
If I can drop any of this gear.
these jeans so that they're actually somewhat helpful. And I have no cloth. Really? That's a surprise. Okay. We are at about... Nice. Mending level 2. Really? Just level 2? Just level 2. After all this time. Well, I guess we haven't been playing that long, have we? Let's see. Let's eat the stale chocolate bar while the condition is still somewhat decent. And we're going to sleep for 6 hours. Let's say 7. But 6 is really all I need. We will use that as the save point. And in the next one, I'm going to just look around this whole bottom area once this blizzard passes. But, you know, we can rest through the rest of this, at least. We don't have to walk around in the middle of the night during a blizzard anymore. Thank God. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along for channel emotes and member badges. Look for the join button to learn more. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.